Let's make it a good day.
Coming up today, and then there were 3, or maybe 2, or I don't know. Another co-host is leaving the talk. What is CBS gonna do? Plus, a big trailer leak has Mickey Mouse fuming this morning. It's all in the hot dish. Then meet the local who's been growing his hair for 3 years to win the title of Best Mullet in America. And they are the moments you don't usually see on TV. It's the very best of the Jason Show before the show.
We want to determine who's cheaper, me or Jeff.
Where anything goes and nothing is off the table. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Rochester. Good morning, Hinckley. Good morning, Nisswa. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please join me in welcoming my sidekick sister from another mister and PetSmart's Employee of the Month, Kendall Mark, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Kendall.
Hello, Chloe.
How you doing today?
I'm okay.
Oh, you're just okay?
Well, I'm stressed out.
Why are you stressed?
I'm stressed out because my husband's escaping a burning wilderness fire. Maybe he's not. I don't know.
Bury the lead, Pearls. What do you mean? You can't say something like that to our TV friends and not explain it. Where is Jordan?
Jordan is in the Boundary Waters right now, and I don't know if y'all have been paying attention, but they said everybody's got to get out as of Saturday morning, and he's planning to be there till Tuesday. And I can't talk to him because, you don't have service. You just leave your cell phone in your car for 7 days. So hopefully he's not, burning.
Do we need to send a chopper or a photographer, Eric, or something?
Could we send the Fox 9 chopper? Do we have a chopper?
I don't know. We got rid of it in 06 or 07.
No, we have a drone.
We have I don't know what? We have a chopper?
We have a chopper.
I don't know. I barely work here. I'm halfway out the door.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I'll go up. We'll send a photographer, Eric, and I will get in our car, and I'll go save him. I don't know why that's funny. What's so funny about that, Eric?
Really
the fact that it'd be like Laverne and Shirley doing a rescue mission.
Yeah.
But all kidding aside, he's all right. He just
he'll
needs
be
to get
fine.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just being super dramatic. Yes, he's far enough away from where all the fires are. They haven't closed the Boundary Waters in 40-some years. And
What?
So it's just
Somebody being
odd.
dramatic on the Jason Show? What?
Weird.
It's weird. Was he up there was he up there hunting or what was he doing?
You can't do that in the Boundary Waters.
Okay, I don't know. Again, I'm not an outdoorsy kind of girl.
Okay.
I don't know.
So the area, you canoe in, and then you get to your portage. That's when you carry a canoe on your shoulders and walk across the lake to get to
I'm
another
out.
lake.
Oh, gosh.
So he's 17 miles in from his site that he goes off of in Ely.
Okay.
Outside of Ely.
Hold on a minute. Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You're holding a canoe on your head for 17 miles?
No, you're canoeing, and then you portage 11 times, I think, to go to the site he's going to. And that's when you walk with the canoe across over your head.
Anyway, so my mom moved over the weekend. There's no way I'm doing that.
I did it. I did the same lake he's gone to.
Of course you do.
17
You're
miles.
sporty spice. You're athletic. You're beautiful. You're talented.
I'll keep
Look
going.
I'm like a gay Play-Doh. I mean, it's not. I
Gay
can't do.
Play-Doh?
Yeah. Gay dough. I'm only athletic in the gym with #hot trainer, and that's 45 minutes, 3 times a week.
Do not. You're good at pickleball.
I am. Wait till you see this. God, I love pickleball so much. Is it this week, Jeff? I think so. I think so. Well, let me know when you know.
Thank you.
No, I've tried pickleball and I love it. So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Hey, couple things. First, one more. I want to say congratulations to my mother, the Dar. She is officially, after 18 months of hell, personal loss, hurricanes, fires, loss.
Lotus.
Everything. My mother is now signed the paper on Friday. We moved her over the weekend, and it was, we moved until midnight. And then today, we're moving just the items from her hotel room. You better be packed. We're moving the items from her hotel room right after the show. And as of about 1:30 today, it's done. She's going to sleep in her new place. She's going to sleep in her new place tonight for the first time, and I'm so happy for her. And Colin was great. I have the best family. My husband's family, you know, I don't have a big family. My husband's family all came out to help her move, and that's what family's for, and I'm just so grateful, and all of you. And then I met the neighbors. It was like Knots Landing. It was like Desperate Housewives.
Lovely.
4 of them came out. Jane, Cindy, some of them watched the show.
Yes.
They all came out. It was like the 50s. One woman came out with a potted plant and a casserole.
Wow.
I'm like, what is this? Bewitched? I'm like, this is fantastic. I love this. They're so nice to her already, her neighbors in her little development.
Did anybody bring a blender?
No.
You
She
get the
doesn't need a
desperate-
blender. My mother doesn't need anything else. My mother is now reunited with her stuff, and it was so funny. As the movers were bringing stuff out of the truck, she goes, "Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness, look at that." And it was great. It was
merry-go-round,
fantastic.
fun.
Yeah. Oh, look at that chest. I didn't know about that. And one more item. I know a lot of you have been asking about the state fair and what the Jason Show is going to be doing. So here's the 411. Unfortunately, we're not going to be the show as a whole. The big production will not be happening at the Minnesota State Fair this year. I will be there not only for the radio show, but I'll be at the fair doing stories. But the show, the whole broadcast will sadly not be there. We will miss all of you, but I'm looking at the positive. I look forward to welcoming you guys back to our studio audience as soon as we can. So thanks for even caring. Thanks for asking. There is the 411. Got it? Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it. The revolving door at the talk continues as the talk turns. As another host, out. Carrie-Ann Anaba will not be returning for the upcoming season. Carrie, you guys, we told you about this. She took a leave of absence this spring to deal with multiple chronic health conditions. But now, and keep in mind, she replaced Julie Chen Moonves Santinello Vassalero back in 2019. And since then, the show has seen, are you ready for this? Now, if you forgot, Sarah Gilbert left, Marie Osmond left, Donnie Osmond left. I'm just joking. Eve left, Sharon Osbourne left. And now Carrie-Ann Anaba. That's 5 people that has left the show within a year. I mean, look, every show has turnover. I mean, Shane magically turned into Kendall one day.
Hey!
Friday it was Shane, and then we did a little spell in the back, and boom, it was Kendall.
Magically.
But 5 people in 1 year?
Yeah.
That's rough. As I said after the Sharon Osbourne, if I were CBS, I would have just canceled this show and rebooted Sale of the Century or Card Sharks or something. That's on another network, but anyway.
Yeah, they need it. I mean, and this would never happen, but the only way I feel like it's going to just go, oh, okay, I would watch that again, is if like Cher joins the panel. Yeah, you would watch if Cher joined, wouldn't you?
Oh, I would watch that show instead of this one if Cher was on there. Are you kidding me? Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like that's the only way.
No offense to our show, but I mean, it's Cher. Next in the dish, Sony. Girl, this was dramatic. Sony Pictures moved very quickly over the weekend to shut down a link of what appeared to be the much anticipated trailer. I sound like Moya Rose there. Much anticipated, bebes. The much anticipated trailer for the new SpiderMan movie. Now, this is a clip, because we don't want to be sued, from SpiderMan Far From Home, okay? This is not the trailer. I repeat, this is not the trailer. This debuted 2 years ago. The new one is called SpiderMan No Way Home. It was trending when an alleged trailer started circulating on Twitter and TikTok. Those who tweeted the video were slapped with a copyright statement. Whap! The new movie is going to hit theaters in December. Okay, now can I tell you why this is a big deal?
Please.
Because allegedly, y'all, there's like 40 Spider-Mans in this movie. Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and the new one, Tom Holland.
Yes.
They're all together in a multiverse. And I tried explaining the multiverse to executive producer Jeff, and he fell asleep. So I won't do that here.
Yeah.
And then Doc Ock is allegedly in this from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans.
Yes. I've heard that almost all the villains from all the
Jamie
Spider-Mans.
Foxx?
Yes, Jamie Foxx. Who's the one that's the green, not the Green Lantern?
Green Goblin.
Green Goblin was rumored. I mean, It's a big old deal.
I had a boss that looked like the Green Goblin one time.
I'm sorry, what?
Maybe here, I don't know. Next in the dish, drama on the set of Flip or Flop, and Tarik is cleaning house ahead of his new spinoff. The drama dates back to mid-July. Tarik reported a blow-up with his ex-wife, Christina, and that freakout was then leaked to the press. So he's demanding any crew member who was a part of that production be removed for his upcoming spinoff, Flippin' 101. Tarik told Christina she's a washed-up loser. I did not say that, and that's a quote allegedly from him to her. The two share 2 kids. The 10th season of Flip or Flop will drop later this year. Maybe you just shouldn't do a show together. You know, divorced couples, it sometimes works. It worked for Sonny and Cher for about half a season on the Sonny and Cher show. This, obviously, they are toxic together. So, and again, in all of these situations, I think about the kiddos.
Right.
You know, they're reading what kid, you know, because when the dude is doing that, you know, she may be whatever. I mean, her elevator may not stop on the top floor, but by you publicly saying my ex-wife is nuts or whatever she said, that's not shaming the wife. That's shaming the kids. That's shaming your kids with her.
Right.
So zip it. You can think whatever you want about your ex-wife behind closed doors, but zip it. So your kids won't read it on the Google in 10 years.
Right. So, okay, I was doing some sleuthing as to why they probably still do this show. Because,
That's why I love
why
you.
would you do it
Well, one
other
of the
than
reasons.
the money?
Yeah.
So, reportedly, I've read everything in between $10,000 to $50,000 per episode that they're making on the show. And they've now 10 seasons. The 10th one is about to come out, right? And they do about 15 to 20 episodes a season. Do that math. They're making a ridiculous amount of money.
So they probably like, hey, we'll get along during construction season.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. We're going to take a break, go get some more Cheerios, and meet me back here in just a minute. Back in a moment, dear friends. We're not done with the hot dish. Coming up next, TMZ has the latest on the never-ending drama surrounding Jeopardy and its now former replacement host, Mike Richards. Then, business in the front, party in the back. Meet the local guy vying for the title of Best Mullet in America. And from parties to pets, you are showing us your weekend. That and more when the Jason Show continues.
And now, Tamron Hall will have you know she is 50.
And here she is, the one, the only, the 50 and fabulous Tamron Hall.
I have in my 40s now that I'm 50.
I'm 50 now. On a personal note, I'm 50.
And I'm 50. I love that you said you're 41 and you don't care. Wait until you turn 50, as I did last week. Now I'm 50 and she's 50.
I'm 50, you're 54.
Elmo, you know, you and your friends on Sesame Street have been helping kids and families around the world in all kinds of ways for more than 50 years. 50 years? That's how old I am. Wow, I was only 3.5.
Listen, I am, as the kids say, I'm 50. How did I go 50 years, Chef Pretty, and not know that? I'm 50 years old. I've dated a lot. Okay, I am 50 years old.
I am 50.
I'm 50. I'm 50. So this is the best taco I've ever had in my life. I am 50.
I am 47. I'm 47, Kendall.
Yes, you are.
That's right. This is unfortunately what 47 looks like.
Oh, stop.
I don't know. John Oliver poking fun at the freshly minted 50-year-old Tamron Hall.
She's 50?
She's 50. You know, on Mondays, we get a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. He is not 50. Please give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, buddy.
Good morning, Jason. I am 30 here from Los Angeles, not yet 50.
Oh, 30. Oh, my goodness. Okay. First up, he could be my kid. Jeopardy made a decision on the first episodes of the new season because, you know, we heard on Friday about Mike Richards being out. So what's going to happen with these episodes that he hosted?
So they had actually filmed 5 episodes, Jason, with Mike Richards. And if you know Jeopardy, how it works, the winner moves on and plays the next show. Jeopardy is in the midst of a champion right now who has won almost $600,000, and he's won 18 straight episodes. So Mike's first episode included that contestant, and that's one of the main reasons they know that they had to continue to show Mike's episodes. Now, how he did after that first episode is still unknown, but we'll see Mike for 5 more before they start to bring back guest hosts again.
I wonder, Brad, and I know I'm not putting you on the spot because I don't know if you guys know anything. I am really wondering when we're going to hear about another new host. I mean, they can't halt production for long. It's the train has left the station.
And all I've heard, Jason, is they're going to bring back guest hosts for the time being. Now, who that will be or whether it's some of the guest hosts they've already had remains to be seen. Remember, they had Mayim Bialik, who they really like. She's going to be doing some primetime shows. So you almost wonder if conversations are going to start with her again, too.
Yeah, I would just move her to the daytime slot until they can figure out what to do. Okay, let's move on to another big story. Britney Spears and her dogs. I do not understand the story. What is happening?
So Britney's dogs were taken, and they were taken to the veterinarian for a couple weeks, actually, after the housekeeper noticed that one of the dogs was really sick. We spoke to some people who said, look, this dog is very tiny, it has digestive issues, and it's supposed to have a special food. Now, allegedly, it was getting table scraps, it wasn't getting much water, and neither was one of Britney's other dogs. So that's why the housekeeper made a decision to take this dog to the vet. The vet decided, hey, it's best if this dog is not in Britney's care. Britney did have a dog walker who then took the dog in, and she realized, hey, Britney realized, where have my dogs been? And that's kind of what spawned this whole controversy. She does have them back now, though.
Now she has them back.
She got them on Friday, correct.
Okay. Finally, Tristan Thompson is denying his latest affair. What's going on with this?
This was a weird one that kind of came out of nowhere because we had never seen Tristan Thompson or Iggy Azalea even in the same photograph. And Iggy Azalea yesterday came out and said, look, I've never even met Tristan Thompson. And this comes on the heels of reports that the two had been secretly dating for some time. Unclear if Tristan is dating anyone. Iggy Azalea recently had a child with rapper Playboy Cardi, but they're no longer together. So it was a weird rumor, but as far as I know and what they've said, it's not true.
The good-looking 30-year-old Brad from TMZ. Thank you, Brad. Have a good week.
Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that.
I still don't understand the Britney story.
I don't either.
Do you? Am I alone? No, you don't?
No,
Thank
I don't
goodness.
really get it. Because then there was the thing with the other person was mad at her, and there's a thing, and now she's got the dogs, but the dogs were not okay.
I don't understand it.
What?
And it was like on the Washington Post. Like,
WAPO covered this?
WAPO covered that. I was like, what? It has to be a big deal, but I love Brad. I don't even understand what Brad said.
I was totally following until the part where she got the dogs back. I was like, wait, what?
I don't get it. There's a lot of dog drama recently. You got Britney and then Lady Gaga's dog walker.
Oh,
and he was, doing a GoFundMe
How are your
or
dogs?
bike sales. My dogs?
Yeah.
They're great. They're fine.
Just
They're
fine.
Yeah, the Dexter and Big. Next in the dish, SNL star Aidy Bryant was on CBS Saturday and talked about her new TV series, well, not new anymore, Shrill. It's been on a couple seasons, and how it tackles one of the topics we love here, body image. Look at this.
That was one of our huge goals, even in the pitch that we were talking about, was we wanted the show's fatness to feel like how it actually feels, which is like you're living your life, you're having a nice day with your friends or your family or whatever, and then everyone decides to get matching t-shirts, and suddenly yours is the only one that doesn't fit, and there's that moment where it's like, no, wait, why? And I think that was kind of the feeling that we wanted to have, which is like, it's these exterior reminders that you're less than or that you should change, that you have to find a different way to think about. And instead of agreeing with them, to be like, no, you actually didn't get a t-shirt that's in my size. That's your fault, not mine.
Boy, is that relatable. It's very relatable. I mean, and it may not be that for you. For me, I mentioned it back in March. Mine was the whole white t-shirt at the pool, and feeling the desire, the need, or the security blanket to wear a t-shirt in a pool because you didn't want to go shirtless in front of the other kids. I started gaining weight. I was around like 6 or 7, and you can look at school pictures and you can see the moment when I started, my little cheeks started expanding. And it's horrible. And then, you know, as an adult, that never really goes away. I always say, you know, you always, no matter, even when I'm at my thinnest, I always look in the mirror and see fat Jason. I always see, you know, puffy Jason, as I call it. And, you know, another one for me as an adult that I broke a couple weeks ago, I mentioned it, was the whole tank top. You know, because there's another layer that you add for folks like me, and there's a lot of pressure on gay men to look a certain way. You know, entry into the gay club is a certain look, and if you don't have that look, if you don't have, you know, 0% body fat and a perfect gym body, you feel less than. And if you don't wear the tightest of clothes, like if you don't shop at Baby Gap, and you know, get in, you feel different. I mean, there are certain bars that I would never go into in my 20s because I just felt less than. So it may not be the T-shirt in a family gathering, but if you struggle with weight, there's a different emotional benchmark for you that is probably relatable with that story.
Right, and as you alluded to, like, there's things with other people with other things. I remember thinking, even as a kid, I would go and people who look like me would go have dance class or ballet, and you were supposed to wear flesh-colored tights. Well, the girls who didn't have the same skin color as me, they didn't have any to choose from. You know, it's the little things like that that I never had to deal with on that level, that other little girls who had no reason to have to feel like that would feel left out. Or, I mean, there's ageism, there's all kinds of things like that you just get reminded of.
Yeah.
So.
Being a kid is hard. It is just really hard, especially in junior high.
Oh, junior high
then
is
you got
terrible.
PE. Oh, it's horrible.
Ugh.
Climbing that rope in front of everyone, like Ryan McKinnon, who I've now forgiven, and Adam Zolvinsky. See, I've forgiven them, but I notice I'm still remembering my bullies from high school. Dropped a pile of books on me in my first day of freshman. Our high school had 3 staircases, and I was walking down with my pile of books on the first day of freshman year, and Adam Zolvinsky waited at the top of the staircase and perfectly waited and dropped books on me on my first day of high school. Yeah, it was lovely.
Lovely.
It was lovely. Next in the dish, but where is he now? There's a new show on Apple TV starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt called Mr. Corman. Joseph's character is an artist whose lifelong dream of being a musician didn't pan out, and now he teaches 5th grade. Look at this.
I want everyone to answer this question, all right? I'll give you a second to think about it. Now, raise your hand if you think you're a lucky person. Just Ramon. Okay, raise your hand if you think you're unlucky. Got it. Okay, you can put your hands down.
What about you, Mr. Corman?
What's that?
You didn't raise your hand.
Me? No, I mean, I feel like a lucky person. I'm having anxiety or panic or something, both.
What's the difference?
I'm gonna need a sub for today.
What's bothering you?
Everything. It just feels like I blew the whole thing, like I suck as a person.
You're not entitled to a perfect partner or a perfect life.
I didn't leave you because you became a teacher. I left because I thought I was doing what I love with the man I love.
So Joseph wrote and directed the show. I know for a fact the pilot, which I watched over the weekend. Deborah Winger plays his mom, and you can see it on Apple TV+. Yeah, I gave it a little taste test over the weekend. I'm a big fan of Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I'm still a fan. I will always be a fan. This show wasn't my cup of tea. It was a little too weird for me. It's a little too, I think, little Whole Foods hipster. And there was like one moment where he has kind of a disastrous beginning of a date / one-night stand, and it gets really real. Like, it doesn't work out, so they start really going at it. And then he's in the car, or I'm sorry, they're at her house, and it looks like she pushes him, and then it turns into animation. And I was like, okay, I don't know if this is for me. And it looked like Yellow Submarine by the Beatles. He's like floating in a cartoon universe, and I thought, no, I'm gonna go back to watching Dexter. I don't know. I might try it again, but it's just, yeah, I don't know. You can find Mr. Corman, now that I've shown you how much I love it, on Apple TV. And by the way, Adam Zolvinsky, I did see him at a class reunion. He's a very nice man now. Very nice. Ryan McKinnon, don't know about him. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right after this. Back in a moment. Oh, wow. realized in the commercial break that Flo Rida is from Florida. Because it's Flo Rida. Everyone knew that but us. Welcome back to our show. Our next guest has been perfecting his hairdo for the last 3 years, and he's hoping it will pay off. But he needs your help. Vying for the title of Best Mullet in America. Please welcome Austin, Minnesota's... Okay, this is fantastic. From Austin, Minnesota's very own Curtis Wilson. Hello, Curtis.
How's it going, guys?
Okay. Curtis, I want everyone to take in this visual right here. You are a good-looking man, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, how did this start, Curtis? How and why did this start?
I lost my aunt 3 years ago to cancer, and like most people, when they lose a family member to cancer, they lose hair. I got the idea that I can grow it. Somebody's going to use it, so
this has started out as a tribute to your aunt. I love that. And it took, so what we're looking at, Curtis, correct me if I'm wrong, the majesty that we're looking at took 3 years, am I right?
3 years, yep.
3 years. Okay, oh, we're looking at some pictures. Look at that. That is fantastic. How long, okay, Curtis, how long is it right now, my friend?
We haven't measured it in a couple months, but the last time we measured it, it was about 14 inches.
This is sensational. And you know what's better than the mullet, Curtis? Your glasses. Those are the best sunglasses ever.
I had a really good buddy of mine, S1K Apparel. He's out of Oregon. He makes them custom. I got custom ones that say Minnesota Mullet, Mr. Wilson. He does whatever I want him to. And
I love it. Okay. Now,
another buddy.
Yeah, go ahead.
I got another buddy that does Mullet Gang. I mean, it kind of started out as a joke, and I've gotten some really good friends through this.
Is Mullet Gang, is that what's on your tank top, Curtis?
Yes, sir.
That is fantastic. Okay, how did you find out about the contest?
Actually, a Facebook page, The Mullet That Changed My Life AD, had posted it, and I had to pay $10, and the donation went to the Suicide Awareness for Soldiers. You know, I figured that was a good enough reason to try and enter this contest. I did it on the last day that you could, not expecting much, just to donate my $10 and show my support. And hold below it, you know, top 25 in, you know, the nation, and the only one from Minnesota.
I was just going to ask, so you're it, my friend. You are representing our great state. You're it, right?
This is it. This is the only one from Minnesota in there.
Okay. Do you know how it's judged? Because, you know, other competitions, there's, you know, a talent competition or a bathing suit or whatever. How are you judged on the mullet?
Yeah, I need your guys' help with this one here. I need you guys to go to mulletchamp.com, enter your guys' email, find my picture, hit submit at the bottom, and you guys can do this daily. I need you guys' help for the next week. It ends on Sunday.
Okay, so basically, it just comes down to votes, right, Curtis?
Yes, sir.
There's no, like, you don't have to sing. There's no talent portion.
Oh, I hope not. I mean, the top three get a prize. The top prize is $2,500 cash and a golden trophy. I mean, who doesn't want some money and a golden trophy?
I mean, seriously. Have you, Curtis, have you sized up the competition? Because just in the brief moment there, looking at the video, nobody has anything on you, my friend. I think you're going to get it. Have you looked at is there anyone from a state that you're afraid of?
There's actually quite a few of them, to be honest with you. You know, my mullet, I give it credit. You know, I like it. A lot of people like it, but there are some good ones. The Godfather on there, I'm friends with him on Facebook. Most of these guys I'm friends with on Facebook, so it makes the competition even funner, you know, to be friends with these guys and to even vote for them, you know. I mean, I voted for myself, of course, but I take days and vote for these other guys. You know, they deserve it just as much as I do.
Now, look what a good guy Curtis is, man. Did you say that there's a guy on there called the Godfather?
The Godfather, yep.
This is the best thing ever. What is you now? I know congratulations are in order. You're getting married next year, right, buddy?
Yeah, thank you. Me and the wife, or fiance, we've been together 11 years, and I finally proposed to her 4 years ago. We decided that the time's right, so we're going to get married next year.
Okay, 2 questions for you. What does the fiance think of the mullet? That's question 1. What does she think of it?
That's a good question. She likes it more than I do most days. I mean, what guy likes their hair getting pulled, in between strings or at work or even when you're sleeping? I don't enjoy it some days, and it's hot out too with this long hair. If it wasn't for my wife, I would have cut it.
Well, and that leads me to question number 2. Are you going to keep it for the nuptials, for the wedding?
That's the plan. I kind of wanted to do this competition next year too, so we'll have to see. When the time's right, we'll cut it and donate it and try again until I start going bald, and then we're just keeping it bald.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is how much we love you, Curtis. The staff, the technical staff, the directors, they're not even paying attention to the show. They're online voting for you right now.
Yes, I appreciate you guys so much.
We're going to spread this around. We're going to get you to number 1. Our viewers are the best. If we tell them to buy a zebra, they buy a zebra. So they're going to get you to number 1. We just thank you for joining us. Continued success. And when you, right before the nuptials, come back and see us, okay, Curtis?
I will. Thanks for your guys' time, and remember to vote daily. MulletChampionship.com.
There it is. Thank you, Curtis. That is sensational. How nice is that dude, though? He votes for the other guys. That's a Minnesotan right there. You don't see that crap in New York. I love it. As Curtis said, go to mulletchamp.com. I never thought I would say that in my life. We're going to post this on our social media. I ask for very little from you. I ask you to watch the show so we can feed our kids that I don't have. But I also ask you to vote for that guy. Thank you. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. That was amazing. What a good dude. Welcome back. Okay, mulletchamp.com. We're voting for, are you voting for Curtis?
Seriously, I'm putting the link on our Instagram page.
Yeah, and here's the deal. I know people hate giving their email. I don't like it either. This is what you do. You vote, and then you just unsubscribe from the email. It's the easy thing to do. I do that all the time. That way you don't get spam. But Curtis is worth 1 annoying email. I'll take that for that boy.
Yep.
That guy. He's not a kid. Anyway.
That man right there.
That man right there. Welcome back. It's our favorite part of Monday, seeing how all of you spent your weekend. From cooking and traveling to fishing and partying, it's time once again for you to show us your weekend. Let's get started. First up, check this out. Kim says she put together a charcuterie table. What in the... Come back to the television and look at this. This isn't a charcuterie tray. This is a charcuterie table for her niece's bridal shower. Criminy niddles.
That would hurt my feelings to take something from. It's so pretty. I'd be like, I don't need anything. It's fine.
Oh my! I want her to handle a party of mine. Nice work. Next is Jody. Hi, Jody. Jody made 3 batches of pizza sauce. I love, nothing like good old sauce. Nothing against the can, nothing against the Prego, but I love the sauce. Thank you. Angela shared this picture of a kitchen mishap. She says, learning cooking and physics. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Lovely. Now, see, Kathy Hilton recommends using a grill brush to clean that up. It's a little housewives joke. Next, a great post from Robin. Hi, Robin. She shared this pic saying, celebrating 2 years of being a stage 4 lung cancer survivor. Wow. Congratulations. Oh, I mean, that is amazing. Stage 4. My goodness, bravo to you. I love you. That's great. Congratulations, all joking aside. A sweet photo next from Andrea. Let's look at this. She says, annual family photo where my husband proposed, looking great on the State Fair grandstand ramp. Aww. Yep. Look at that. That's a good-looking family right there. Next, many of you were traveling this weekend. Melissa says, North Shore, need I say more? My husband and I, along with my bestie since 3rd grade. And her boyfriend. Just a perfect weekend. Yeah, the weather could not have been better. Could not have been better. Justine says she spent time at the cabin with friends and made homemade ice cream. I gotta get an ice cream maker. The A to Z ice cream, yeah, that inspired me to make my own ice cream.
I know, his is so good.
I know, it won't be as good as his. Kimberly shared this photo from Niagara Falls in New York. She's doing an 18-day road trip with her husband and dad. Kimberly says they even stopped in my hometown of Michigan City, Indiana. Yeah, if you travel to the East Coast, you most likely will go, if you're on 94, you're most likely going to go, you'll see my hometown. It's right on Lake Michigan, Michigan City, Indiana, the home of the Indiana Dunes. It's lovely. Rhonda did something many parents are dealing with now. She dropped her youngest off at college, 7 hours away. Rhonda says this pic shows him hugging his brother. I know a lot of people dropping off kids. I see that it's all over my feed. In my family, my niece Ella, going to St. Thomas. Proud of her. Paula is up next. Check out the fish Paula caught. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
It's bigger than Paula. It's a 33-inch, 10-pound northern on the Whitefish chain of lakes. Listen to Sporty Sally over here. Oh, of course it is. That's a northern.
Well, no, northern, they're very distinct looking. They're very hard to bone to.
Yeah. Oh, that would scare the crap out of me. Many of you celebrated this weekend. Jen celebrated her daughter's girlfriend's 21st birthday. Check out that cake.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. That's fabulous. Finally, one of our favorite pictures. Let's look at this. Catherine says her pup graduated from obedience class this weekend, but had zero interest in posing for pictures, especially with the graduation cap. Yeah, he's like, no. Get that away from me. No.
Thanks.
You can stay connected with our show on social media. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just search for Jason Show TV. And, of course, our personal accounts as well, Jason Matheson and Kendall Mark. The party never stops there. When we come back, the best moments from the Jason Show before the show next. We're back, Kendall.
We're back.
We're back. Well, if you thought the live show was fun, because if you don't know this, these aren't taped. This is live, happening as you're watching it. Are we live? We are live, yeah. It's happening right now. You never know what could happen in our daily before the show. That is the show we do on our Facebook page right after our big show meeting where we go through today's show. Recently, photographer Eric started joining us to document some of the crazy and unexpected moments. Here's a little mashup. Look.
Don says Happy Friday from Rock Creek.
Where's Rock Creek? I think it's up by Hibbing.
Oh. You have no... Leo, do you know where Rockford is?
Rock Creek.
Rock Creek.
I'm looking it up. What was Barney's last name? Rubble.
Barney Rubble.
So Bam Bam Rubble?
Bam Bam Rubble and Pebbles Flintstone. Bam Bam Rubble is a gay bar. Yeah. Did you trim your beard yet?
What do you think?
Well, it's not a hard question, yes or no?
Oh my God. Why don't you not be mean?
Why don't you have an opinion?
Oh! We want to determine who's cheaper, me or Jeff. It's close.
Oh.
Okay, moneybags, don't roll your eyes at me.
I'm not! Whatever. Leo.
Rock Creek is on Interstate 55.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't want. Leo, that was 8 minutes ago.
I'm just saying.
Okay. That was 8. Keep up, Leo. That was 8 minutes ago. No, Leo. Now look at me, Leo. Ted.
Yeah.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Who's cheaper? Frugal. Ooh. So we are here back in the conference room where this all started to find out which colleague is cheaper. Executive producer Jeff or show producer Ted Johnson. Here's the DNA test right here.
Well, according to the quiz, I am a bargain hunter. Okay? It says you aren't that bad. You aren't afraid to shop for bargains, but when it comes to necessities, you'll just grab and go. Ted?
I am a cheapskate.
No! Congratulations, Ted.
Are we clapping because of this?
We are.
I do think I came off a little better in this quiz than probably
I should have. Because, and here's why, because it asks you, what do you do when you're out with friends and you're spending, you know, out to eat and whatever? I just don't do it because I don't want to spend money.
We had a longtime viewer, in honor of our 6th anniversary, ask a really fun question. Not a question, but she goes, I wonder what's gonna happen first. Kendall either adopts or has like 4 kids, or Ted gets engaged.
Ooh.
I say Ted.
I think if we stepped it up to engagement, then it gets to be a little tricky.
Well,
Yeah.
don't know.
Or members in the Kendall Jordan house, or Ted gets a date. Or, I mean, like a relationship. Anyway, I keep going down.
You remember in the 80s when all of our moms did like Color Your World, where they had to like, you're a fall, we're all, oh my God. My mom had to wear like rust and forest green.
Leo, what are you? Are you a winter or a fall?
Yeah, you should take one on the show.
No idea, dude. Leo has no idea what season
I
it
wear
is.
a pair of jeans and a collar polo shirt.
What does that mean?
That's what we do every day. And literally, the whole meeting, we do go over the show. We go over the show, and then the rest of it, Kendall, back me up, is just, how many of us? 5 of us. It's just now Eric. It's the 6 of us making fun of each other.
Yeah, that happens before the meeting. Usually, like, someone, aka Ted, will be like, okay, so desk chat for today.
Yeah.
7
So in
minutes
the second segment of the show, and then Leo, you know, 8 minutes later, answers a question that we brought up 8 minutes ago, and then we make fun of him.
Or is adjusting the TVs behind us.
That is now. I hope Eric captures that eventually on TV,
Yes.
On camera, because what happens is we'll be sitting in that meeting, and we're talking about very important stuff, and all of a sudden, Director Leo just gets up and just wanders wanders away from the desk. And act like this is the panel of televisions. Leo looks for the remote, and he stands in front of one screen and just does this.
Start changing the channel.
And just tries to change the channel. And he does it, and he doesn't say anything. He doesn't talk to anybody. It's like, you know, when Grandpa just gets up and just starts wandering. It's like, come on back, Grandpa, come back.
Today he asked you to pass him the remote.
He did. The Jason Show Before the Show. You can watch it actually live on our Facebook page. We're going to take a break. We'll be back right after this. Come back to the table, Leo. Welcome back. Friends, don't forget to sign up to be a part of our Jason Show virtual audience. Go to our Facebook page, click the link right at the top, pick a day, sign up, bada boom, bada bing, and join and be part of the show. If you do and you show up, you get one of these beautiful Jason Show mugs, valued at $75. Are you ready for the goodbye, the bubblegum goodbye?
He means sense.
That's right. Here we go. Kendall.
Jason.
What's your guilty pleasure junk food? The answer when we return. Back in a moment. Welcome back to the old show. It's time for the bubblegum goodbye. And the question is, what is your guilty pleasure junk food? Kendall.
My most basic is Cheetos. Like if you're like, pick a bag, pick a thing. Cheetos, okay? But if you want to get real like OG nasty junk food, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So you get the wheat thins, not the reduced fat, the real whole-on wheat thins, the big ones. And you get a block of cream cheese and a jar of jam, and you put the jelly on top of the cream cheese, and you just scoop. It is disgusting and so good. I can't have it in my house.
Is the show over yet? Are we over?
People might be interested in this like very delicious, terrible for you
No,
thing.
it does sound good.
Thank you.
Mine is I love Fritos and Doritos. Those are my go-to.
Regular?
Cool Ranch.
Oh.
And then my mother-in-law has started buying this bar mix from. She gets it at Menards, and it has like peanuts and those little like sticks and pretzels. It's a little bar mix and it's spicy.
Yeah.
I could eat the whole container of those things, and I think she gets it at Menards. And it's called like a bar mix.
Pre-packaged.
Yeah, it's in a plastic container. It's so good. I love those.
They make those at Costco.
Yes.
Like the giant ones.
Yeah, I could eat a whole thing of those. So those are my 2 ones. And chicken fingers. I always love chicken fingers.
Chicken fingers are delicious.
They are. No matter what time of the day, eat a chicken finger. That's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, the show never stops on our social media. Kendall does a great job on our Instagram, so go to Jason Show TV right now. And right now, if you're a kid that's watching that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.